So your assignment for Thursday is to complete N5 and get to an 80. I think that you will find that this is very easy. Um, so I'm just going to go ahead and work these problems until I get to an 80. Okay. So it says, what's the minimum value? We know the minimum is the lowest value, and it's going to be the most left point that you see. So our minimum value in this problem is going to be that 200 because that's our most left point. So I'm going to do 200. Okay. This also asks for the minimum value. So that's going to be, so that's going to be this point right here. Okay. It doesn't have a number on it, so we just gotta kind of figure it out. It looks like these are going by fives because if this is 60, that's going to be 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So that would make sense that this number right here is going to be 55. So my minimum point on this problem is going to be 55, right? This is asking for the value of the upper quartile. Okay, so this is the lower quartile. I'm just going to go ahead and label this. So this is your minimum. This is your lower quartile. This is your median, this middle line. This is your upper quartile. And then this is going to be your maximum. Okay? So we want the upper quartile, which is going to be this number right here. Okay? So we need to figure out what this is going up by so I can figure this out. So it looks like it's going up by maybe 250. So this right here would be 3,750. This would be 4,250. This would be 4,750. 5,000. This would be 5,250, and then 55,000. So that means that upper quartile, is that what we wanted? Yeah, the upper quartile is going to be this number right here, which we decided was 5,250. Okay. This is also asking for the upper quartile, which we already established is going to be that last little part of the box. So this right here is my upper quartile. I need to figure out what this number is. So it's jumping from here to here. It's jumping 4,000. Okay. So halfway would just be 2,000. So that would mean that this number right here would need to be 38,000. And then 40,000. Just going to jump 2,000 to the first one. So my upper quartile right there would be 38,000. Okay. Clear all that. Okay, so this is asking for minimum. That's easy. That's going to be your first point. My first point right there is 1,000. It's got a number already there, so I don't have to figure out what that number is supposed to be. 1,000. Okay, maximum. So that's going to be your right point. The point that's most right. So that's going to be right here. So let's figure out what we're going by. So to get from 16 to 20, I went 4. So just to go halfway, I only need to go 2, right? So from 16 up 2 would be 18. This would be 20, which would make this 22. That means that my maximum value is going to be 22. Okay, maximum value, that's going to be our point that's most to the right. Okay, so this is doing the same type of problem. It's jumping 4. So if I just want to go halfway to this little mark, I'm only needing to go 2. So from 16 to here will be 18, 20, 22. So my maximum value is going to be 22. Okay, upper quartile. Upper quartile is going to be this last part, the last line of my box. So that means at this point right here, we've already got a number associated with that point, and that's going to be 170. Okay. Okay, so this is asking for the range. Range is where you're going to take the largest number and you're going to subtract the smallest number. And it says exclude any outliers. This little star right here, we didn't see it on the work we did yesterday. That's an outlier. That means that it's a number in there that's way away from the rest of the data set. So they don't want to include it in our box and whisker plot because it's not close to any of these other numbers. Okay. So it told us to exclude. So that means don't use it. So I'm not going to use that. So I'm just going to pretend like it's not even there. And if they want the range, they want the largest number, which it looks like this is going by 2s. So that would be 34. That would be 38. So my largest number right here is going to be 38. And I'm going to subtract my smallest number, which is going to be 20. And 38 minus 20 is going to be 18. So my range would be 18. Okay, interquartile range. Interquartile range is where we take the upper quartile and we're going to subtract the lower quartile. Okay, so my upper quartile is going to be right here. And so it looks like from this to this, we're jumping 4,000. So I only need to jump 2,000 to this middle one. So this will be 30. Let's erase that because that doesn't look very good. So this one's going to be 30. Oh, that still doesn't look good. Hold on, y'all. 34,000 is my upper quartile. So I'm going to put that right here. And I need to subtract my lower quartile, which is this first line in the box. So if I'm jumping 2,000 every time, so from 28, this will be 30,000. So 34,000 minus 30,000 is just going to be 4,000 for my inner quartile range. One more time, inner quartile range is when you take the lower quartile and you subtract it from the upper quartile. So that's what I just did. Okay. It wants to know the lower quartile. Let's switch up colors. Lower quartile is going to be the first part of your box. So that's going to be this number right here. And looks like I'm going by 2. So 2 up from 4 would be 6. So my lower quartile in this problem is going to be 6. Okay, I'm at 72. I just got to get to 80, so I'm almost there. This wants the inner quartile range. So we just did that. So that's going to be my upper quartile minus my lower quartile. Looks like my upper quartile is going to be 11. Oh, no. I almost messed up. My upper quartile is going to be this right here, which is going to be 12 minus my lower quartile, which is right here, which is going to be 8. So 12 minus 8 is going to be 4. Okay, same problem. It wants inner quartile range. Inner quartile range is upper quartile minus lower quartile. Upper quartile in this case is 40. Lower quartile, looks like I'm jumping back. I just need 10. So 40 minus 10 would be 30. $30. It looks like I just need to do one more problem to get to 80. What percent of the students read 320 words per minute or faster? Okay, so here's 320. Right here is 320. Okay, so we talked about yesterday, this part of the box has 25% in it, and then this line has 25%. So if I take both of those, 25 plus 25, that's going to give me 50. So 50% was more than 320. Okay. I hope that helped you guys. Let me know. Email me. But I'll see y'all later.